You good?
Oh, hey man, can I borrow this issue of The Crow? I need something to read.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Whew. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
What did you eat?
Oh, man. There's some pink shit from the Mexican restaurant. Are they supposed to have pink shit?
I don't know what the fuck you would be eating that's pink.
It was pink, and it had raisins in it. Oh, God.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh my God.
You'll be alright.
Really? I'm sweating. It hurts.
Yeah, it usually does.
Man,
Coming out.
I haven't sweat this much since I ran a mile at the 4K convention. I don't know, man. It hurts. I'm dying. Okay.
Just focus on getting it all out.
Think good thoughts. Ready? All right. I'm thinking of England. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Think of your mom.
Thinking of mother and country. I got it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Think of
I
her
think I
beautiful
got it.
face.
I think I got it. Hey, man, there's no toilet paper. What the fuck?
I don't use toilet paper. I mean, I use toilet paper.
There is no toilet paper. Can I just wash my ass in your tub?
Use Luna.
Okay. Here, get it. Come here, kid. No, don't run away. Come here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. I'm coming.
I just don't provide toilet paper for guests.
Forgot to flush. I had to go back.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about your cat.
It's okay. That's what she's here for.
Oh, good. Should rename her to toilet paper.
That's what Luna means in, not Spanish.
Oh, no.
It means moon in Spanish.
Yes. Well, since it's from Sailor Moon, maybe that's what it means in Japan.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me if they use cats to wipe their asses.
They use all kinds of shit to wipe their asses in Japan.
It's true.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to episode 11 of Nerd Life, or
Volume
3, episode 2.
Yes.
Bitches.
That's right, motherfuckers.
That's right. You are here for some shit talking about nerds, some nerds talking about shit.
It was good.
Obviously. That wasn't at all a bit.
No.
Not at all.
Chunky logs of reality.
So this week, well, we took a break last week. This week we're back. Obviously, we're here. Gonna be talking some about some video game news, some movie news. We have some bones to pick with a lot of shit that we honestly haven't seen. So it's all just gonna be conjecture and a lot of nerds just talking shit.
Yes, it will be the episode of shit we haven't seen.
Basically, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. This is episode shit we haven't seen, but we're still gonna talk about because
of course we're entitled to.
We're narcissists. We're entitled.
We're entitled.
We're entitled.
Yeah. We're allowed.
What else are we gonna do with our time? We need those clicks.
Yeah.
So you said that you had heard some news, or you had been seeing some stuff about Final Fantasy specifically?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, if any of you guys are any of you one or two people are longtime viewers of ours.
There's more of them than that.
Okay. Both of you?
Okay.
I believe you.
Okay.
I'm a longtime Final Fantasy player. I've played just about every Final Fantasy game there is.
He's in his 40s.
I am in my 40s and still playing Final Fantasy games. For me, the fantasy has never been final.
It's never been final.
No.
Ever.
Ever. And it's probably shan't be.
Never will be.
I'll probably be geriatric asshole nerd playing Final Fantasy 92. But currently I am playing Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, which I've always loved. Great game. It's easy to get bored and tired of, because any MMO is easy
that's
to
what I
get
was
bored
just
and
going to
tired
say.
of.
I've never played an MMO. I've never played 1 minute of an MMO.
You should. They're good. But yeah, you do get bored and tired of them eventually. Once you get to the end game, once you've gone through all the story and everything like that, all you really have to do is grind for gear and wait for the next expansion.
Grind for gear.
Gear grinding.
It's going to be my first single for my industrial band.
Really, grind for gear.
Grind for gear.
Dun, 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 dun. I grind for gear. He's going to do it in a German accent.
Full gear.
Yes. He must be German in that though.
Grind, full gear.
Or Scandinavian. You know, you can any Slavic.
Grind, full gear.
Any Slavic nationality is okay for either industrial or death metal. So if we release a death metal album, it will also be Scandinavian. But that being the case,
Okay.
it must be.
Must be Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Is it black metal? Must be Scandinavian.
Must be, yes. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So,
Final Fantasy.
yeah, basically all of the veteran players just sit around and wait for the next expansion. The next expansion's coming next month, July 2nd. And all of us, Final Fantasy nerds are pretty excited about it, It's called Shadowbringers, and you would have no idea about it.
Sounds fun.
It is. Well, you go to the dark side of the Force.
Oh, Shadowbringer sounds cool.
Because you are the warrior of light in this.
It's Final Fantasy. You're always the fucking warrior of light.
You've got to be the warrior of fucking light. If not, it wouldn't be Final Fantasy. It would be fucking, I don't know, Gears of War or something.
Gears. No, that was Grind for Gears.
No, Grind for Gears. Gears of War.
You know what I'm excited about Final Fantasy, and this is totally has nothing to do with the games, but they just put all the soundtracks on Spotify.
They did, yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, even that shitty 8 game.
Shut up!
Sucks.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
you're just. Are you trolling or are you being for real? I thought you'd like 8.
No, I hate it.
I know you love
7. 7's my favorite.
Yeah, but everybody loves 7. Everybody.
Not everybody. There's some people that hate 7 with a passion. 8 sucks.
I mean, 7's a good game, but 8's a great game too.
The junction system is garbage, dude.
Dude, that's a deep system. It's
deeply shitty, is what it is.
If you know what the fuck you're doing. If you know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have like the levels of depths of like literally like boosting one stat in order to like make 4 stats 3 levels down plus 1. It's not that deep, but it's cool. It's artful. It's not necessarily about the numbers so much as it is about the way that you create your character. You gotta look at it. It's not necessarily for grinding. It's more for It's for creating your character. But whatever. I digress.
That's okay.
Final Fantasy, it's my favorite. Just so you know.
Well, I know, and that's why I hate it so much. Specifically because he loves it. No. Not that reason. It came right off of the tails of 7, and I was just so amped up on 7 because it was just great that it was just a letdown.
7 still exists, bro.
Oh, I know, and they're actually remaking it.
They've been remaking it for like 15 years.
It's still happening. It's still happening.
When Dan Aykroyd's fucking bullshit Ghostbusters prequel gets made, that's when I'll believe that Final Fantasy VII.
Dan Aykroyd's going to be in Final Fantasy VII remake. I know it.
His Final Fantasy is that fucking Ghostbusters prequel.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a crossover. It's gonna be like Kingdom Hearts. It's gonna be Final Fantasy and fucking.
Even though Final Fantasy's already a crossover in Kingdom Hearts, but whatever. Final Fantasy will whore itself out to anybody. That's the message.
That's not like out of like the realm of reality.
You're true. It's true.
Like,
they even whore themselves out to their own games.
Yeah.
Like in 14, they have crossovers where all of the players, or the main characters from 13 come in. 12.
Oh, have you not played Dissidia?
Yeah.
The fighting. I mean, I don't mind it. I had it for the fucking PSP back in the day.
Yeah, I had it
fun for for handheld. But I mean, yeah. And then that Final Fantasy Exvius.
The
mobile
Brave
game.
Exvius. Yeah. But I have not been a fan of those particular.
though has put out an old. It's like a 16-bit style RPG out right now on the Switch, and it's coming to PC called Octopath Traveler.
Yes, I played it.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I want to fucking play that. That looks amazing.
It's
looks
fun.
Really cool. Yeah.
It is fun, but also kind of shitty at the same time because there's story elements that you can't access until. Let's see if I can remember this right. I played the demo.
You play on the Switch?
Yes. And the story elements, you're not allowed to access them until you've completely finished the character of another story or another character, something like that. So you can't, when you get your party together, you can't really access their story, but they have their story, so it's kind of weird.
It's kind of like Chrono Trigger?
Yeah.
Or maybe like certain parts of Final Fantasy VI, I guess?
Okay, less so, but yeah, I see that. And the gameplay was pretty okay. I dug it.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. It reminds me of like Tactics or Beyond the Beyond. Like it's the 16-bit sprites with the 3D backgrounds.
Yeah.
And it's all in that old tile based art style.
Yeah, and it really reminded me of Final Fantasy VI. You know, it really felt like that when I was playing it.
That's cool. Yeah, that looks pretty badass.
It was nice, yeah.
But see, I'm still stuck on those types of games. That's why MMOs like Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11, what have you. Wow, I'm not into them. You know, I never got into them. They're too hack and slash and they're too grind for gear. You know, for me, like that's all you do.
Well, I would disagree with you. I would agree with you on Final Fantasy 14. That's training wheels. It's very much like WoW, very much like all of your modern MMOs, you know. Very, 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 you know, basic kind of stuff. Still very fun and an excellent storyline, which is what keeps people in. Mm-hmm. But I will disagree with you on Final Fantasy 11. That is not kiddie. That's not stuff.
No, I mean it's old school.
That game
like
will
MMO,
hurt you.
Yeah. But I mean that's what I mean. I mean because when I think of MMOs, I think more along the lines of Final Fantasy 11 than I do anything else. Because Final Fantasy 14, to me, I know that game's already like super old, but I'm so inexperienced with it and so out of the loop with MMOs. To me, that's new shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I can see that. Well, you know.
But yeah, either way, it's never been really
appealing.
my thing. Yeah.
I get you.
But yeah, so what are they doing specifically with 14?
Well, right now, you know, you spent this whole time in the storyline, over 3 expansions now, as the Warrior of Light, you know, the paragon of all that is goodness, and all of the other characters are coming towards you, to you. You know, you start off as a scrub that nobody knows, and you end up finding out that you're the Warrior of Light, the big badass. And in the next expansion, they've really kind of shown very little of it, but apparently the world you live on, or your nation, Eorzea, is in deep trouble, and the only way that you can actually save it is to really basically go to the dark side and become the Warrior of Darkness. So you have to kind of take on all of these different attributes to fulfill that destiny. I'm not sure how they're going to, you know, they haven't really released a whole lot, but 2 trailers that didn't really tell you much, seeing as it's released next month, but you know, it's got a lot of people excited. I'm relatively excited. I've kind of pulled back on my MMO playing a little bit because it is grind for gears, man. And
what are you playing right now then? Or like, other than if you're not playing MMO, what do you play?
Right now I have been playing a lot of older games like Original Sin. I've been playing a little bit of Destiny 2. I've been playing. I just got like an old Mortal Kombat because it was like really cheap on PlayStation. So
cool.
Things like that. I tried playing with my kid. We played Diablo 3. We went through the whole fucking thing. It was great.
I haven't played that in fucking like 20 years.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Fun game.
So yeah, things like that. But I still kind of am diving back into the MMOs. I really started playing Final Fantasy 11 again just because it's fucking hard. And I wanted a real challenge versus...
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You can go back to that for a challenge.
Yeah. But yeah, so July 2nd, I believe, is when Shadowbringers is coming out, and we're all, you know, in the community looking forward to that. So
July 1st. I like 2nd.
I don't like 2nd. July 2nd. July... Wait, who lies first? You? I don't know. Somebody lies.
Somebody lied. God damn it.
It was you. It was me. I wasn't really taking a shit.
What? Well, you don't tell them that.
Oh, sorry. I can cut that out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cut it out.
I haven't been playing any video games.
Oh, that's tragic, man.
I don't have anything. Oh no, I mean I don't have anything new to play, but I have my my old school shit. But even then, and I have an old CRT TV I can hook up. I've been meaning to. I want to create like a little old school game area right there. Just put the TV right there.
Right over there.
Right over there, guys.
Yeah, see that, guys?
No, but yeah, put the TV right there and hook up the Nintendo and the Super and the Sega, but I just don't. But other than that, I mean, I want to get a Switch. I want to get a PS4. Destiny 2 is becoming free to play later this year. I saw that, and that looks pretty cool. That's one thing I want to talk about.
What?
Stadia.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Fuck that.
Why?
Fuck it.
So
hard.
interesting. So see, I've heard about it about the last month or so. I just sort of got familiar with what it is. It seems pretty cool. It seems awkward. Like, who's gonna want to carry around this fucking controller? But there are people that carry on a Switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird because I know you have to rely on internet everywhere. But like, why is it bad as a consumer? Like, why is it?
So, from my perspective, it seems like it's Netflix for gaming.
Yeah.
But there's more. It's not just Netflix in that you pay $14. It'd be akin to paying for Netflix and then having to buy each movie that you play. So
and
yeah,
you don't get to keep it, right?
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
but it stores all your save accounts, and that's really what anybody's paying for nowadays. Anyway, is all your saves, your information, your data. Like that's.
Yeah, but it's double charging you, and I just don't feel like that's right. If you're gonna market it like that, then it should be what it is, and not some sort of.
Well, but isn't that like what Xbox Live is? And PlayStation Plus. Like you pay for that service, and then you still gotta buy the games.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you're paying a lot more for the Google service, though. If you pay $10 a month,
but
that's
you're not buying a console.
$120.
And
yeah, you're buying a console.
No,
it's $130 for the console.
No, it's not a console. It's a Chromecast.
No, it's a console that. It's a console. It's this big box thingy.
For the Stadia?
Yeah.
No. It's like a. I mean, you could use a Chromecast, but you can. It's just. It's all.
I thought it actually connected to Chromecast.
It does through Wi-Fi.
Look at this shit. We're looking at
not breaking news, but we're finding out the information for you now. This is what we do.
Live.
Yeah.
Instead of researching it beforehand like real journalists would do.
We're showing you the way that it happens.
The process.
This is the fucking. You don't get this anywhere else.
Exactly.
Because nobody else gives a shit about it.
Or they're a little more professional about it and do their homework beforehand.
Pretty sure you can get through the Ultra dongle, which is the Chromecast.
It's $130. Show me a picture. I thought it like connected to a Chromecast. See, that's
It does connect to a Chromecast, like through Wi-Fi.
But Stadia begins with this Founders Edition, getting access to Stadia at launch. 3 Stadia Pro for yourself. 3 months Stadia Pro. Good God, Founders Edition. A Google Chromecast Ultra for streaming to your TV, and a Founders Stadia name for really?
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's why it's like you're not. That's one of the big things. You're not paying for a piece. You're not buying a console. You can take it with you anywhere you go. You can connect it to but the thing is, you still have to use a fucking controller.
Yeah.
So you still have to take a fucking thing with you.
What are you gonna do?
And you can buy. They're gonna sell you the Stadia controller, but you can actually through Bluetooth use any other controller. But it's like who's gonna? I don't know. That just seems weird. But I like the idea of nice. That's.
I was looking shit up. I promise.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay. So.
Fucker. Yeah, I mean that's why I don't get it. Like,
I stand corrected on that.
But
I thought I saw this like big white console that it was connected to. Really weird.
But is it like other than internet chuddery? What is there to complain about?
Well, I still don't like the fact that you have to pay for the service and buy the games though.
But you're doing that with Microsoft Live, with Xbox Live.
$120. Yeah, I know. I get that. But you're paying a lot more for it though. You're paying $120 a year versus $30 a year, $40 a year, depending on what that is.
Is it like for Xbox Live? It's like $40 a year.
Well, I know PS Plus is $50 a year. The Switch Online is like $20 a year, and I don't remember what Xbox Live is actually. Now that I think, I think it's $9.99 a month. So that's a little bit more expensive too. So yeah, if you were to compare it to an Xbox Live account, yeah, you would be paying more.
And not only
$120,
that, but
it's about the same amount.
It's about the same amount, and not only that, but you're getting I think the specs that they were saying that you're going to get the games, the way that they're able to stream, the fact that they're not using public internet, they're using all the Google servers. It's going to be flawless streaming. There's going to be little to no lag, which apparently is big with competitive gaming, like with shooters and stuff.
Absolutely.
So I mean, I saw it and I was like, this seems really interesting. Like I'm totally not like. This is it. I'm not like Google fanboy at all. But I'm just like, this is a viable third option now, other than Sony, or fourth option other than Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo.
Could be.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem great, but nothing seems great.
They're definitely not launching with a very large library, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, who does?
True. But they have got a lot of ground to catch up on.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
Sony,
I'm saying like if you're entering the market, like I mean, Sony and Microsoft, they are the market. You know what I mean? Like if you're entering it, of course you're gonna have a lot of ground to cover. I don't know. It just seems interesting that there's gonna be less of a you know, with Disney taking everything over entertainment wise, it's nice that there's going to be a third option right now.
True. I'm still wary though because I do a lot of remote kind of playing type stuff. You know, I play my PlayStation, my PS4, which has, you know, 100. I got a 100 megabit connection. That is really not all that great, and if you're connected to Wi-Fi in any way, shape, or form, it doesn't work for shit.
I see Stadia is made specifically for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly, and that really concerns me because if you're trying, especially if they are saying that you can get 4K through that.
That's gonna suck because it just depends on whatever Wi-Fi you're connecting to.
Right.
So I mean, if you're on badass Wi-Fi, it's cool. If you're like a lot of the examples that I've seen a lot of people using is if you're traveling, if you're like at a con or if you're at a show or something, you're out of town. You have to use the shitty like motel Wi-Fi,
right?
And that's not gonna get you 4K.
Well, once again, my you know skepticism, my spider sense is definitely tingling on that because again, I'm at home. I've got great Wi-Fi. I get shit for a connection for PS remote play. Mm-hmm. I get shit for connection. Xbox remote play was pretty okay actually, but you know, any of the remote plays I've had so far have not worked out very well.
And you get cross saves with Stadia.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be with Sony, Microsoft, and Google.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I have read that. That's pretty cool. I guess I just didn't see the look of it. You know, I thought it was a big fucking box, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I really reserve my judgment on that one. I don't trust it, but you know.
You can try it out.
I might try it out just to see what, you know, I have all of the other consoles, so I might, or all of the other gaming systems, so I might as well try that and see what it's like.
Do you have TurboGrafx?
I used to.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
Like really? Back in the day?
Back in the day.
Nice. What games do you have?
I had Street Fighter 2. I had, what was it? There was a game with a little Noid-looking dude. It wasn't the Noid, though. He looked like the Noid.
I'm picturing it in my mind.
Yeah,
right
I cannot remember the name of the game though. This was fucking a million years ago.
It wasn't like Bonk or Zonk.
No, I didn't have many games. I had a couple games. I played. You know, I
you
was
have a
more
3DO?
into. No, I didn't have a 3DO.
You have a Jaguar?
I wanted a Jaguar badly.
I wanted a Jaguar bad.
Oh man, they had Aliens versus Predator on that shit, and I loved it.
I remember my 7th grade English teacher was the first like adult I ever knew that was like a gamer in the modern sense. Mm-hmm. He had all the systems and he would just tell us about it and we would just be like, whoa.
Nice.
Anybody in my like grade or all the little kids I knew only ever had like at that time Nintendo, Super Nintendo, maybe a PlayStation.
Right.
But nobody had a 3DO, a CDI, and this was like.
Who the fuck wants a CDI though?
Well, at that time that was cutting edge.
Good God. Yeah. That was garbage in a
I have to remember though the fucking commercial for that CDI Zelda game. I've never played it, but I've heard, of course, all the horrendous things about it. But that commercial, when I was a little kid, seeing that fucking Zelda CDI commercial on TV, made it look so fucking epic.
Oh yeah.
It looked like
it was their job though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Don't trust them.
It looks like it's real.
1991. CDI can do what Nintendo can't.
Right. Disgusting, dirty, pixelated. Oh my god, in 1991, the future's now. Yeah,
exactly. But then we got the PlayStation, which is what the CDI eventually was morphed into.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. Well, that's cool. Definitely. I mean, I owned Final Fantasy 14 for a minute. Never got to actually fucking play it, but I'd be interested in checking it out. Final Fantasy is it's a franchise that. It does. I'm a big fan of it. So even an MMO, which is something I'm not really privy to or want to get into, I would for that fucking.
It's worth it. It really is. Yeah. You know, if you go to your other MMOs, it just feels a little garbagey. Even WoW, you know, nowadays is a little garbagey. Although they're bringing back classic WoW, vanilla WoW, the very first iteration of WoW before everything changed.
WoW, like World of Warcraft, or Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're bringing back Warcraft 3 as well.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, Warcraft 3 was fun.
Yeah.
That was all 3D. I remember Warcraft. I remember when it was 2D. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, what they're doing is they're creating a specific server that plays only classic World of Warcraft. It's the first.
It's like going back in time.
Yes, it's the first version of World of Warcraft before it got all fucking tweaked and jacked up, and it was a lot harder. It was really tough to play that one because there's no. You know, they don't really guide you around everywhere you need to go and shit like that. Not like it is nowadays. So that's something I've thought about trying out. We'll see.
Nice. That's cool.
But anyway, yeah. So,
See any good movies lately?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't seen
No,
shit.
we haven't seen any good movies, but there are some movies out now.
There's a lot of movies out. There's some TV shows that are out now, like
Mhm.
Good Omens, which I'm pissed about because I was literally navigating on my TV to click on Good Omens to watch the first episode when I get the fucking email that my Amazon Prime account has not been paid.
Tragic.
We were gonna actually film a reaction to it. We were gonna watch it and film it and put that up. We're scraping our brains for additional content.
Which actually that looks really good too, but you know,
Yeah, it
there's
does.
things out there that don't look so good that we need to also pay attention to.
Like what?
Gee, let's see. Well, there's...
So obviously, given it's a spoilers, but this is a specific kind of spoiler. This is so that you guys know that we're about to talk mad shit about stuff we have no idea about.
We know nothing about any of this stuff, so we're just gonna fucking fly off the top of our heads with this shit because we
Chud
don't
powers
know.
activate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix, the new X-Men movie. Haven't seen it. Probably won't see it until it comes out, so good luck with this. But sadly...
I might go see it. I don't go see many movies lately, but it looks...
No,
it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look good, but it looks better than Last Stand.
You could shit on a DVD and...
Yeah, but the fact is that Last Stand was trying to do the Phoenix storyline.
Yes.
This is the Phoenix story. I mean,
Yes.
I want to see a legit version of the Phoenix storyline.
It won't be this.
No, I mean, this might not be a great one, but I mean, this is going to be a version of it.
Well, so is The Last Stand.
But we might not get X-Men movies for
I could dress up in a red costume, run around your apartment saying, I'm Dark Phoenix, I'm the
But
killer."
you never do,
I'm
do
going
you?
to. God damn it. He's been begging me to do that for years.
You always bring it up! No.
I can't, man, I can't. But that would be a version of the Dark Phoenix story. It's my Cyclops. Anyway.
I was trying to in my mind, I was like racking my brain for a foil to Cyclops that isn't Wolverine. I was like, it's fucking Jubilee. It's like, no, who's the lame Dazzler?
Yeah, Psylocke. But anyway, we're not gonna sit here and wait for him to. You know,
well, no, but I
come up
mean,
with
no, yeah. But I'm saying like, okay, but it's gonna be a version of Dark Phoenix. I want to see that.
Yes, and it should be mildly better than The Last Stand.
Yeah,
from what we've had, from what we
good
saw,
actors.
because you know they've got the whole space thing where you know they're going up into space.
Well, I think they go into space, but at the end they reshot it. They reshot the
Oh.
entire thing, so the ending doesn't take place in space. But the reason they did that is because apparently the ending was far too similar to another movie.
Yeah, that's
And
what I heard.
they haven't said which movie it is. But the thing is that they replaced it with a fucking scene on a train. So they like downscaled it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. But I mean, granted, I haven't seen the movie.
Weird.
But that's...
Well, what I was talking about was she actually gets her powers by going into space, not
she
like
does.
the garbagey Last Stand, you know,
Yeah,
fucked up method of
she
getting
does
her
do
shit
that.
that way.
They do that.
So, you know, I think they're trying to be just slightly more in tune with the actual source material. Although you guys that have seen it will probably know better whether that is true or not. But from my money, I just can't see them doing any justice to it because every movie they've tried to make just it like dances around source material but then shits all over it, you know? And it's like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. They have made some really weird creative choices.
Yeah,
in
Age
these
of Apocalypse,
20 years,
Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
They take what should be... They take the title of what should be source material and they think, oh, well, this will draw the fanboys in, you know? It says Days of Future Past, but then you go to it, and I kind of liked Days of Future Past.
Well, Days of Future
honestly.
Past was an interesting take on that.
I kind of liked it.
It wasn't one for one like a remake or an adaptation, but
Right.
it had the spirit of it.
Yeah,
It was very
and it
much
did
the way
well.
Civil War was for Captain
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Drastically different than the comic, but
Right.
it was the same story.
Right.
Apocalypse, they failed there.
Way off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Last Stand was really bad.
Oh,
That was
bad.
not
Horrible.
a good version. I mean, but it's like there's always been some weird peaks and valleys with the X-Men franchise. And yeah, I don't want to go in and say like, oh well, I can't see how this movie's gonna be good. Like that to me, that's not. it could be another Days of Future Past. You never know.
It could be, and
You
I'm
know?
not saying it is going to suck.
I don't believe that it's going to be.
Okay.
It looks like it's pretty bad. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say like, well, no, it's gonna be shit. And it's speculation, not accusation.
That is. Until we actually see it, we couldn't really tell you either way.
Yeah. Speculation, not accusation. That's what the internet.
Speculation, not accusation.
Not accusation. Fucking.
I gotta name it.
That's how you fight internet chuds.
Exactly.
It's not by accusing something that you hate, but by speculating on something that you possibly could love.
Yeah, or possibly could hate, though. Really, it's just semantics, and you're trying to dance around the semantics.
No, that was my Rose Tico take on internet fandom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
missed that.
Yeah.
I tried to block all of that out.
Yeah. I found that her stupid thing, as much as it doesn't apply to Star Wars, does apply to a lot of other shit in life. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, maybe which has made me question, maybe I'm just wrong about Star Wars.
Be careful with that.
I'm a fan, so of course I'm wrong about Star Wars.
Yes, watch that line of reasoning there, because you could go to some strange, scary places that way. The Last Jedi was good.
Demons, man.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a Dark Phoenix that we know nothing about, that we just expounded upon for way too long.
I mean, we didn't say anything about what we think the plot's gonna be or the tone. I pointed this out in the group, was fucking Magneto's gonna be 62. Or he's gonna be 70, and yeah, it's like he looks like Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, exactly. He looks great for somebody that old. Yeah, that's definitely a wacky little thing.
And that, I mean, you know, comic book aging is a thing. You know, Magneto's been the same age in the comics for fucking 100 years.
Already old, ironically, but yes.
Yeah, right. But yet he always looks, you know. So, but then again, you know, Magneto's been reborn. And
but he looks like a great 72-year-old. Like he's all buff and like.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be that good looking at 70-something, I'm hoping I will be.
Schwarzenegger style, man.
Yeah.
You drop kicked and just like brush it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who did that?
But you know, I mean, comic book aging is a thing. But yeah, it's weird. But the X-Men have just had a weird history, just production wise, continuity wise.
Oh, yeah. Well, then again, you know, going off of the comic books, their continuity is fucked 6 ways to Sunday anyway. So what can you do? But, you know, hopefully the MCU will pick him up and change all of that.
Yeah.
That's the hope and dream. And
I'm not even going to say that because it's all super unsubstantiated. I literally just read a headline, so I'm not even going to bring it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we won't bring that up. Speaking of the MCU, we also have Spider-Man Far From Home coming out, which is interesting. Everybody's like, Mysterio's his best friend.
Yeah, that's it. It's Mysterio. He seems like a pretty nice guy, huh?
He sure does.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if he ended up being a fucking villain.
Yeah, like there's not 40 years of content, you know, to substantiate that. That would be weird. Substantiate, man. That's the way I say it.
You be substantiate.
I say substantiate in everything.
You don't like the way I substantiate my language?
If you don't like the way I substantiate stuff, then I suggest you
need to stand down, sir.
I'm gonna make you substantiate everything now.
I'll substand on your chest.
But yeah, Mysterio. Yeah, obviously the good guy of the piece. Gotta love him.
Yeah, he's gonna be my new favorite superhero.
Really?
Jake Gyllenhaal's gonna get fucking 3 movies and a cameo in Avengers 7.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh. No, we already talked about Robert Pattinson, didn't we?
No, we did not, and we really need to because...
because last time we did this, it wasn't official.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, I like...
Edward Cullen's gonna be Batman.
Robert Pattinson's gonna be Batman. Edward Cullen. I've only ever seen the original Twilight. It was forced upon me, and it was a really bad bootleg copy, and I literally only remember it being washed out.
They need to cast Kristen Stewart as fucking Catwoman. They have to. It would be the greatest thing ever. It would be like, "Little Bruce, I love you so much," and she'd be like,
and Taylor Lautner as Robin. I've seen the petition.
Oh, they have them?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were.
No, I have not been. I was just fucking trying to be smooth here, and you just totally dashed my dreams.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The low-hanging fruit is the sweetest.
It is.
Oh, somebody's calling me.
Oh, really? Why don't you answer it? We've thrown professionalism out the fucking window today.
Hello? Yeah.
We're just gonna wait while
my bad. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm. Just let me know when you're here. I'm recording a podcast right now.
Right now.
I know I am.
Look, everybody. You don't see this on Collider, do you?
Okay. All right, bye. Shut up. Stupid.
Wait, I gotta check my text.
You gonna make yeah. I gotta make money moves.
Next thing, it's gonna be just an hour of us, texting. That's gonna be our next little.
We're gonna be texting, but then we're gonna screenshot those messages and throw them onto a YouTube video.
Yeah.
That you can then watch and read.
And it'll all be set back to the song "The Sound of Silence." We're gonna join the millennials, man. Everybody else is on their fucking phones. It's gonna be us too.
That's all getting cut out, by the way.
No, it's not. So anyway. Okay, so Robert Pattinson's going.
Robert Pattinson's Batman. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if they're actual legit petitions, but there's stupid social media memes and shit. No, that's dumb. They shouldn't do that.
Well, we've got Clooney, we've got Val Kilmer. Why the fuck not? That's my stance at this point.
For our Pat?
Why not?
Yeah, and I mean, not only that, but I mean, you have to remember, Clooney and Kilmer, they're good actors.
Sure.
They're good actors. They've been in great movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was those productions that were shit.
Yes.
Robert Pattinson, he's a good actor. And Matt Reeves makes fucking amazing movies.
Yeah,
He'd be a good
like
movie.
I'm saying, why not? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Although, I will have to argue somehow. What'd you say? Oh, no, I wasn't arguing. I was going to do a little aside here. Have you seen Val Kilmer lately?
He's fat.
That poor fuck. No, not anymore.
Oh, no, he got skinny again because he did Top Gun 2.
No, he got skinny again because he had cancer and nearly fucking
Oh, yeah,
died.
I know that. But he got
shit.
buff for Top Gun 2.
Did he? I guess I haven't seen it recently.
They filmed him, they finished filming it like 6 months ago or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know they were doing it.
I mean, and for all I know, he could have gotten fat again. But, yeah.
Last I saw him, he looked like wrecked garbage.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, he was for a while. That was a couple years back, though. Yeah, he's all right now.
So anyway, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Robert Pattinson, Batman, Val Kilmer, cancer.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like a Batman curse.
Doesn't Michael Keaton have cancer?
He has cancer of the negativity.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, everything about him is positive.
But you see,
as a national treasure.
The difference between Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer is Michael Keaton has that brow, that sloping brow.
He's got the bat eyebrows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like a shield for most negative things.
Kevin Costner, would he have been a good Batman in the 90s? Like early 90s, like maybe 90s, like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves time?
Well, he couldn't be any worse than Val Kilmer, so yeah, okay. Sure.
What's wrong with Val Kilmer?
You could take anybody. You could take fucking Chi McBride and be like, hey man, he'd be a great Batman.
Well, okay, I mean, but we're talking about like at a specific time and place in the zeitgeist, specific time and place in his career.
So you have to go back mentally to that time.
Like think about it, like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, what was Dances with Wolves, that era, Kevin Costner. Do you think he would have worked at a Batman, and who would have directed him? He would have directed himself.
Of course.
He would have fucking directed himself. Yeah.
Fuck that shit. He wouldn't have put up with nobody's bullshit as far as that
Tim
goes.
Robbins would have been Robin. I just think Bull Durham.
He would have been okay. I think he would have been a good Batman. I mean, I have to erase a lot of bat shit, to put my mind in a place where I could have come up with an alternate for Michael Keaton that wouldn't have been
like in that era. Who would have been
garbage.
a good alternate?
I don't know. We could sit here and think about that for a while. The problem is, and this was the problem with the Michael Keaton era too. We all, when it came out, expected Batman to be a certain way. And Michael Keaton was nothing like the original. What, in my mind, what Batman was supposed to be.
How much of that was like Tim Burton's intuition?
None of it. It was Michael Keaton. He was just Mr. Mom. He was a
Choose,
scrawny little.
to choose Michael Keaton to see that he would have that.
And it was good because they were looking at it more from the Bruce Wayne perspective. They gave him the Bruce Wayne heart and spirit versus the Batman heart and spirit, which worked out great.
Yeah, true,
It
right?
worked out amazingly.
Yeah.
It really, truly did. And from that point on,
I never thought of it like that.
We couldn't. It is.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is Bruce Wayne as Batman.
Yes.
Whereas every other iteration that matters is Batman as Bruce Wayne.
And that's where it all went to shit.
I don't think it went to shit. I think it's just a different take. Because if you think about it, that's where everybody goes. That's where fucking the animated series is.
Well, yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
different.
I mean, yeah, but it's always, you know, that's the whole thing now with Batman is the dichotomy between Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's like who's actually the real character.
Right.
Most people tend to go towards like the Nolan-esque kind of, you know, Frank Miller thing. I like the Michael Keaton kind of Bruce Wayne as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was what made it such genius.
But again, I wonder if that had to do with the zeitgeist, with the time, the people involved. You know what I mean? Like, could Christian Bale have played that Batman?
I don't think so.
Right?
I don't think so.
Would that Batman have worked in 2005?
I don't think so.
Right? Yeah.
I think that, you know, Tim Burton had a very singular vision there, and just for the way the world was, the way everything happened right then and there, it just hit perfectly.
Yeah.
And they tried many times afterwards to get a good feel for it. And yeah, you know, Schumacher? Was it? No.
Schumacher.
Yeah, Schumacher.
Yeah.
You know, really went off the rails. You know, I always wondered for such a good, you know, well, never mind. You know, I could see him going that direction for the things that he did. You know, I could really
Schumacher?
see, yeah.
I think that was I think now it's been said that he was trying to do a modern day or a Tim Burton-esque take on the 60s show.
Really?
If you look at it that way,
oh well, I can very much see that.
I can see the parallels if you look at it that way.
Very
I don't
much.
see that it's good.
No.
Just that doesn't make it a good movie. It doesn't make it excusable. It's just okay. Well, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. No.
Doesn't at all make it good. Granted, I have fond memories of Batman Forever, but I don't like Batman and Robin much at all.
No.
To be honest with you, but I could recognize totally that like the Phantom Menace, like Batman Forever, it's objectively a bad movie, but I have fond memories of it. You know what I mean?
Well, it also has to do with your mentality and the way, you know, you were much younger at that time.
And
you know.
I was a huge Jim Carrey fan.
Yeah,
A
I was a
huge
lot
Jim Carrey
older and a lot more jaded by that point.
Yeah.
You know, you take the Phantom Menace. I walked out of the Phantom Menace pissed. I was furious. My sister, who knew nothing about Star Wars at the time, was like, "What the fuck was that?" So, I mean...
About 45 minutes in, we have the obligatory Phantom Menace story.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really depends on your mentality and where you were at the time and who you were at the time to really be able to subjectively say that kind of... substantiate that kind of stuff. Trying to use the right word.
I just realized we totally forgot Rebel Roundup.
Holy shit, we did. We started jumping
Star
into the
Wars.
crap.
We forgot about Star Wars.
Let's talk about Star Wars now.
Hey, let's talk about Star Wars.
Hey,
let's talk about Star Wars
here.
now.
Hey, mamoosh.
What kind of war is it if it's not a Star War?
It's some kind of war. Maybe it's a Peloponnesian war, maybe, but no, it's a Star War.
It's a Star War.
It's like Mama's Razuli. I don't know if Razuli is
I don't know what Razuli is. Is that real?
It's not.
It's a He-Man bad guy.
An Italian He-Man bad guy, apparently.
Star Wars. Pasta Man.
Pizza
So what's going on with Star Wars, man?
Nothing.
Galaxy's Edge open.
Yeah, I know.
Hondo Naka, man.
We were not invited to go review that place.
Oh, God.
What the fuck? No, man.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No.
So are we just not going to discuss it?
I should have been able to go.
Are we not going to talk about it? Wow. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what happened on the internet.
Yeah, I really do want to go see Galaxy's Edge, though. That looks really cool.
So apparently the one that opens in Florida, I think like next month or something,
Mm-hmm.
is actually everybody's saying that that's the one that you want to go to.
Are they going to have more than 2 rides?
There are, I don't know, I think they're going to have their own version of Smuggler's Run, and I think they're going to have another ride. I don't know that they're going to have a third ride. But they are going to have different stuff. From what I understand, they're going to have more, I don't know what they're called, installations or activations, like the whole, the lightsaber building thing where you go in and experiences.
Okay,
they're going to have different experiences. So they're going to have the lightsaber and the droid and all that, but they're going to have like additional ones.
No.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really fun. I want to do that.
I've never been to Disney.
Never have I.
I've never been to Disney. I've always wanted to go. Now it's like, I honestly, I don't care about Disney. I want to go to fucking Star Wars. I want to go to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks really neat.
It looks amazing. One thing, I don't know why I'm stuck on this, but the whole Hondo Onaka, like the fucking what do you say, animatronic. Why? Because it's the most advanced animatronic that up to this point in any like.
Man, I'll take you to Chuck E. Cheese, man.
No. This is like, you've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean ones from the 60s? This is like that, but like in 2019. Have you seen video of him?
No.
Dude, it looks like a dude in a suit.
Really?
It's fucking mind blowing.
So he's not just like, come on, everybody.
No. He's like gesturing. He's like gesturing, and he's like looking, and it looks like a dude in a suit.
Huh.
And it's Jim Cummings' voice, and it's fucking Hondo Onaka from fucking Clone Wars and Rebels done real life. Yeah. It's amazing.
Well, with robotics nowadays.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You'd figure they would be able to get a lot more
nanotech and stuff. I'm not nanotech like fucking mites and shit, but I'm talking about like small tech,
Yes. I was gonna say. Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the whole Iron Man crap.
No.
Would you like to see my nanotech?
Would you like to see my nanotech?
Mm-hmm. Things about to get weird.
Yeah.
Weirder.
It's getting nano.
Won't get nano with me, baby. Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that's interesting.
It is.
I don't have much to say about it.
No. Not up until about 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a lot to say about it then, but.
What? The Galaxy's Edge thing? Do you mean the Galaxy's Edge thing, or
no, not the
internet
thing? The internet.
Yeah,
thing,
I don't care anymore.
He doesn't care anymore. He gave up.
Anymore.
I did my homework, and he comes up and he's like,
I made him research.
I don't care. We're not going to talk about it now.
Well, if we hadn't not recorded last week.
Yes, that you would have been all ablaze. Your panties would have been in a huge wad.
No. My panties were never in a bunch about that. It wasn't even about like it was never even about that. Like that's what everybody else did was that. I know you were joking, but that's what everybody else was, the accusatory shit.
Yes.
I wanted to have more about a discussion about like
entitlement.
Entitlement, but like and even entitlement, I think it has been overused. It's more where does your fandom become less fandom and more job, and how should you be rewarded? How should you be rewarded for your fandom? Should you be rewarded for your fandom? How should you be rewarded for your fandom? You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's quite simple, actually. I can tell you right now.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Yeah, please, pray do tell.
Yes. You see, when you're a fan, you just do this shit for free. We are fans.
Yeah.
We are doing this shit for the betterment of the world at large.
No, yeah. What I meant was like rewarded for being a fan is that kind of goes into the question that I asked in the group, like rewarded with good story, rewarded with fulfilling character, because that's what I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
Rewarded with good product of what you're a fan of. That's what I mean. I don't mean like
You're
monetary.
entitled.
I don't mean getting invited to Galaxy's Edge.
Right,
I don't mean that. I meant like more like where should you at any point feel entitled to a free movie pass? Or is the fact that the movie is going to be good because you're a fan be enough?
That should be it.
You know what I mean?
That should be it right there. If you're a fan, the whole reason for being a fan is because you have a good whatever. Good band, good movie franchise, whatever. And if you're not getting that, or if you've grown weary of it and tired of it, then that's
on you, right?
Yeah, that's it. Then be off with it. Be done. I don't like Weird Al Yankovic anymore.
Why?
I used to. I don't know. I'm just tired of it.
What?
Yeah.
But he never gets old.
He does. I'm tired. Did you know you can only?
Is it because you're not into new music?
That's possible, because a lot of his core
thing.
But it's also kind of a tired formula as well. But you can only talk about food and your accordion.
If there was a whole slew of people that did that too, there's only one Weird Al.
Yes, but he's been doing it for
40 years.
40 years, many years. It's just I don't want to hear it anymore. And that's
Fair.
a me thing,
Fair,
honestly,
yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that, it's because any of his songs were bad. I could probably listen to a song from Weird Al right now and be like, hey, that's pretty good, a new one. I'm just not a fan anymore. I lost my fucking thought. I lost my train of thought.
I'm just judging you.
You know, I know. You should judge me. I really feel...
Weird Al and,
I feel like I shit the bed on that one.
You lost your train of thought?
Yeah, I did.
It was, like, you're not a fan anymore of Weird Al because...
But, he's still under... with his fans, under his own personal obligation to write good songs,
Yeah. I mean, you still want to make sure that the art itself is good.
Right, exactly. And maybe that's where I was going with it, because, yeah, we got into this whole side conversation about me not being a fan of Weird Al. But, I mean, I just can't listen to a guy singing about fucking food and,
Did you hear the cover he did of Royals from Lorde a couple years back?
Mm-mm.
That was really funny.
Like I said,
it was
I
about the
really...
Illuminati, and it was good.
I think the last thing I really heard of his was
Poodle Hat?
White and Nerdy. No.
Oh, White and Nerdy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, bro, that's like 15
It's been a while.
years.
Yeah, it's been a long while.
There's been an entire 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's a lot in there.
But it's because a lot of it is because his shtick is really making fun of new music, and I don't really listen to new music anymore. So
Fair.
that does fall off a lot for me.
Fair.
So maybe that was a bad analogy, really.
Bad life decision, to be honest.
Yeah. I should go back and rethink that and start listening to new music and Weird Al.
Yeah.
No. It's not gonna happen.
You're lost, bro.
It is my loss, and I will
You fucking fossil.
pee myself to sleep tonight.
Why don't you go dry up like the piece of dog shit that you are?
Hey, fuck you, man.
That's so rowdy.
Damn.
So rowdy.
Shit just got fucking angry here.
Why don't you go fucking get chalky, you dog shit?
Fuck that.
Why don't you go calcify, you fucking turd.
Good damn, dude. That's okay. You're not much younger than me,
No.
Mm-mm. You'd be hitting 40.
I'm young at heart, though.
Yeah, so am I. I still play video games. Fuck! I've got nothing anymore.
I still play video games.
I still play video
Fellow
games. Like
children.
Yeah, more adults play it nowadays than kids do.
I know, I don't know any kids that have played fucking, I don't know.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
They're just glued to, they're glued to their fucking iPads. I don't even.
They're all on Snapchat.
I don't call those. Yeah, they're
trading each other dick pics.
Exactly, they're showing each other their tiny little pimple tits and
pimple tits. What is fucking? That's your nickname from now on. Shut up, pimple tits.
If I'm pimple tits, then you're dick pic.
I'll be dick pic.
He gets to be dick pic. It's gonna be a new cop show. Pimple tits and
pimple
dick
tits
pic.
and dick pic.
Coming fall 2020.
But it's it's Art, pimple tits, and Sebastian dick pic.
One's a rugged cop,
and the other's a green rookie, just looking to make his way on the force.
I told you, pimple tits. This isn't the way we do things downtown.
When Grandpa Dick Pic told me that life was gonna be rough, I never knew he meant this rough. Yeah.
All right. You'll be waiting for that. Fall 2020. Pimple tits and dick pic. Anyway,
my dog's just judging us. He looked at us, he sniffed it, he just turned away.
What the fuck are you two talking about? Okay, so where were we? We were talking about Weird Al and entitlement and all that other shit.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Entitlement. Mm-hmm. So what else is there? Oh, Star Wars. We never did talk about. I mean, we talked about Galaxy's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. During the last time since we recorded.
I'm still thinking about pimple tits.
Okay, I was like, what are you laughing
I'm gonna make that one of the title of our our episode. Anyway.
Oh, this is a backdoor pilot for pimple tits and dick pics. The Vanity Fair pictures of episode 9. Carrie Russell's character looks fucking badass. She's very you don't see her face. She looks like a bounty hunter kind of character.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I know nothing about this.
You haven't seen any of them?
Mm-mm.
No, the Knights of Ren. I mean, there's no. I mean, I guess spoilers. You knew the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, no, I know. I haven't caught that.
Yeah, they're pretty
Surprise.
cool. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Mm.
Oh, Fallen Order.
Yes.
Gameplay footage came out of that. That looks pretty
I saw
dope. That looks pretty cool.
Yes, finally a good Star Wars game.
It's fucking, that's the Joker from Gotham, and the fucking, I think his name's Mickey from Shameless.
Really?
He's the main character in
Huh.
that. Yeah, it's his face. He does the voice. He did all the mocap. So it's like they got a legit actor in that fucking
Sweet.
game. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah.
Well, they need a successful Star Wars game. It's been quite a many years since that's happened.
This is gonna have a story mode, like a storyline.
Yes.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, because the Battlefronts really didn't nail anything down with storyline. I mean, the Battlefront 2 did have a storyline, and it was an okay storyline. Way too quick. I went through it like easy. It was simple and quick.
Battlefront 2?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But aren't they still releasing expansions?
Yeah.
And so that
I didn't do
all
any-
of them have good story, don't they?
I didn't do any of the expansion. Well, I did one expansion. To the first expansion that came out, I did that one, and then after that, I didn't do them because it was really easy to lose interest at that point. Because I don't know, once you play through the story, for me, doing expansions is really tricky. I don't like to do expansions unless I've really been invested into the story, and I really wasn't all that invested, So it's just like,
Gotcha.
nah, fuck it. But yeah, that does look really good. I'm actually pretty excited.
Yeah. I've gotta. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, I think he's gonna go take a shit.
Hey, keep him preoccupied for me, will you?
Sure. So, there he goes, going to the bathroom. Oh no, he's not. He's pulling his dick out. Come on, man. I don't need to see that.
It needs to breathe!
No, it doesn't. What is that smell? Jesus Christ, man. Dick cheese and fondue. What the matter, puppy? Now the dog is, whining. So, heard any good jokes? Maybe? Wait. Oh, Daredevil. You have such a pretty mouth. Pretty mouth. What else? Oh, Donatello. Wait, you are Donatello, aren't you? Yes. Oh, whip.
Recording?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever, gone to take a leak? And then, you piss chunks?
You should see a doctor.
I didn't do that.
Oh, good. Because, yeah, chunks of what? Like tofu or,
I don't know, but I would imagine if somebody were to do that, it would smell like beef.
Yeah, maybe beef or, like a marinade sauce with,
No, there was no sauce. It just
No.
smelled like beef. It would
just
smell like
regular
beef if it really
like
happened.
rotten beef or rancid beef? Because it's
Like
coming from
delicious beef.
Like delicious, good, yummy, tasty beef.
Like Alpo.
Wait, Alpo is delicious?
Anyways,
if you're on a
it's not
fucking-
like that came out of my dick anyway.
If you're on a budget, I guess, whatever. But Alpo dick beef. That's why we call him the dick pig.
All getting. This is probably not getting edited out, is it?
It will be edited out because I'll tell you why in a little bit. So we're gonna wrap things.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap things up now. It's just gotten way too silly at the moment.
Yeah. That was good though.
Good. Yes, it was. So next time we're going to talk about stuff and things.
Maybe we'll have seen some movies next time.
Maybe when we actually can credibly talk about those things.
That'd
be nice.
We can do some more homework. We always do a little bit of cleanup at the end of the shows. We want to do a set.
Yeah.
You want to spitball on the air a little bit? Let them know what we're thinking?
Yeah, we're thinking about actually having more than just a fucking table and a Daredevil poster, which I abused shamelessly while you were gone.
Oh, did you pretend to do something to it?
You would not believe it.
Is that why you were sitting down when I came in? Weird.
So,
I mean, when I came back from the restroom.
Yes, when you came back from the restroom. So we're talking about doing maybe like something of a set. You're not eating it. That is mine, sir.
Was my dog vaping with your fucking vape pen?
I think so. No, I think he's eating food or something.
Oh, okay.
I hope. I don't know. He was just sitting there smoking away.
I just don't want I mean, if he's gonna do that, stay away from that bullshit, Murdoch. That's for pussies. Come hit this pipe if you need it.
It'd be good for your glaucoma and your arthritis.
It'll help your breath, you know, but I don't want your breath to smell like fucking toffee.
It's good stuff, man.
He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me before the fucking episode
hilarious.
started.
Dude can smoke all the weed in the world, but then he's
What?
coughing up a lung.
What are you talking about? Weed.
Weed. What pipe were you just talking about hitting then?
My fucking peace pipe, bro.
Your
I'm
peace
Native
pipe.
American.
Native American.
Born and raised in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, running bullshit. What's his name?
Well, that has to be an old dad joke. Or running bullshit.
No.
You just made that up?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I like that. Good.
Anyway.
It's what you're here for, ladies
Right.
and gentlemen.
We were talking about if anybody has gotten this far into the episode, they're gonna love all the.
If and I doubt we're gonna get anybody, so this is just setting ourselves up for failure. If you've gotten this far in the video, on the Facebook post for this video, I want you to type in the word pisschunx. pisschunx. And that way we'll know that we got one at least.
We're gonna be very depressed. And what if they do? Do they win something special?
Actually, if you do that,
Oh, shit.
we will have something next time. I'm not saying you're gonna win anything like tangible, but something cool will happen.
You might. We'll spitball some sort of cool reward for the individual that. But what if actually like 20,000 people fucking type in piss?
That's why I said nothing tangible.
That's a good point. If that's that case, we'll just run like a list of names really fast in the credits.
Fuck that, unless they're Patreons.
Unless you're paying for it. Okay, but anyway.
So we
before
want to
piss
do
chunks.
like a set.
Yeah.
More than just the table and the Daredevil poster. We wanted to be a little more creative, and it was stupid, the intro that we did earlier, but we want to do some fun shit. We want to get some skits going.
We've been talking about that.
Yeah, and we're working towards it. We're still getting our footing. I feel like this was a good episode.
It was.
I think this was good.
We hit that more organic feel that we were going towards, which when we kind of reformatted what we were doing and thinking about, that really helped a lot.
Yeah.
So that's good. But we want to add a little more creativity into it, figure things out more from there, which, I'm sure will get filtered in over time. It's nothing that's going to happen next week, but...
And some old traditions might come back also.
Yes, we talked about that.
But yeah. But we hope that you enjoyed this episode and our bullshit and our jokes and what little bit of insight that we did provide. If you have any questions or concerns, hit us up. Mostly on Facebook. You can hit us up on YouTube, but the Facebook group's where to get us.
Yeah.
Nerd Lives Matter, Facebook, youtube.com/nerdlivesmatter. Thank you so much, and may the Schwartz be with you.
Good night.